Well, Mike, if you could just start with the defense's performance tonight. Always good when you outscore the other team's offense.
Oh, it was, Dave. I thought the defense played excellent tonight. Obviously, when you get a chance to score on defense twice, some fourth down stops, we probably had there were several sacks, tackles for a loss. The quarterback was under duress, most of the time, and that's a sign of a good defense. And so, very pleased with them. Sometimes you like to click on all three cylinders, but sometimes one of the units or two of the units got to see you through. And I just thought that they played well enough. Particularly coming out of half. If you don't score any more points, we win the game. And plus, the efforts defensively, even offensively, with the hustle score by Cole Blackman on the ball being ricocheted up in the air, it just goes to speak to his determination as well. And just the overall effort. That you talk about grit and determination. It's hard to win college football games when they're competitive and coaches are not on the field. But we found a way to win. They found a way to win. Very, very proud and happy for them.
Was that play in the third quarter when they looked like they were starting to get a little momentum on offense, and then Herman catches the ball off the deflection, and suddenly it's 10-0. How big a play was that, do you feel?
It's a big play. It's a sudden change. It's an explosive play. And that's the way football goes. I mean, sometimes, you go with the ebb and flow and the ability to withstand whatever they're doing and then make an explosive play like that, particularly for a score, is critical. And so, again, my hat goes off to the players and the defensive staff and just kind of gutting it out. I mean, that's what it's all about. And being in the right place, the ricochet ball catches it, and has a chance to definitely change the game at that point. So happy for Gage. He'd been down a little bit with a couple, the hamstring injury, but he played a lot tonight, and it was good to see him out there.
Seemed like that you guys were doing a great job all night of getting pressure on them, even if you didn't sack. You had several hurries. Talk about the front line, especially, if you would.
Dave, I beg to differ. I know we had several sacks, and so I don't know, we had some pressures and things like that. So, it's when you make a quarterback run under duress. I mean, sometimes he escaped out of the pocket. He broke our contain, but there were a few times that he was running, and in order to, with not have a loss of down, he threw the ball, that he scrambled out of the pocket. So that's significant, right there. But, when you get a chance to do that in the third down situations or, a fourth down situation, then, it's a big thing. And defensively, I just thought we had the quarterback under duress most of the night. And that's a positive thing. If you're going to get good defensively, your DBs back there, they like it when you put pressure on the quarterback.
What can you say about the offense tonight? I know that, the defense kind of had the bigger plays, the large impact, but for the offense, kind of, I guess maybe there were some penalties that sort of stalled out drives. What can you say about their performance and what they can improve on?
Yeah, obviously, you want to have a no penalty game. You want to be error free, but the reality of it is that we self-inflicted some things that are very correctable that, if you minimize or eliminate those things, then you don't have, second and long or third and long situations. You keep the third and short, the second and short situations manageable. When holding penalty, when a play's, not near you, that's something that's got to be corrected, but it can be controlled. It wasn't anything physically, so to speak, in terms of what they were doing, but a lot of times we put ourselves in a position to, get a big gain and also then get penalized and get backed up. So that's something, again, that, that I'm sure the coaches will make sure that we get corrected, the players have a chance to see it, to get better, and then now move forward to the next game and eliminate those things that cause us these issues tonight.
How do you feel Hollis looked tonight?
When you have it, your first game back now, and guy coming off a major surgery and things like that is like, I'm quite sure you'll have a chance to talk to him. I'm quite sure he's not satisfied with his performance, but he's one of our leaders on our team. He's probably like the heart and soul of this team. And so he knows he's got to improve in some areas and like all of us do. But when he's out there, things can happen for us, and he's only going to get better as well. And so we're excited about, the opportunity to see what we need to fix and then move in a direction where we can be competitive and fly up to go play Colgate this week.
So in all your years of coaching, was that one of the more bizarre touchdowns you can recall?
Which one? The one off the ground. I mean, well, from the hands and yeah, that was. It just talks about the effort that Cole Blackman had. You just never know. You can run out of mistakes. You can run into good plays. You can run into things that can help you. Defensively, Osborne. Quinn Osborne, his first college interception and his first college touchdown. He's a young player that's going to be really good. Gage did a great job himself being in the right place. So it was neat to see. You talk about hands up in the throwing lane, being in the position to break on the ball. There were a couple other throws that we were just kind of a hair short in terms of intercepting. But when you can score on defense, that's a big thing.
Are there any other questions for Coach London?
Yeah, I would like to say one more thing. And obviously this game was about, about two things that are very close and dear to me. Be the match, which as you all know, I was a perfect match for my daughter. Tyson ended up saving her life, years ago. The idea of the notion of that being involved and getting involved and educating people about the importance of being educated about, bone marrow donations or stem cell or whatever it might be. There's a lot of people out there that don't have the opportunity or are looking for matches, and we just, people just decide that, they're not interested. So it was important to me that we had a chance to celebrate that. Also bring that to, bring the aspect of how you can get involved, front and center. And then obviously, 9/11, 20 years ago, we lost several people. I talked about to the team about what you saw obviously was the loss of life, but you saw people, the first responders, running towards those blasts. They were running towards the towers as they were going down. There's a special kind of person when you're a first responder, whether it's a fireman or a police officer or whatever it may be, then you run towards something that is dangerous. And so our hearts go out to the families of 9/11, but the spirit, the American spirit of the resolve of people running towards the blast, running towards the roar is something that I'll always remember. I wanted to make sure that, that we in some small way, could recognize that as well. My uncle is a fireman up in New York. So I wore his hat today. I wore NYPD hat today, and I wore Be the Match shirt as well. So I just think there are things that the game is important, but the things that are going on to highlight to everyone that's out there is as important, if not more important. And so it was a great day to share those those elements of who these guys are, who we are, and who to support. So thank you for the opportunity to spend the last few minutes talking about that.